All right, red-black pirates. So we played something close to this pre this new set coming out, and we had like awkward tapped lands in it because Blood Crypt didn't exist yet. Now we've got, you know, 12 1-mana red creatures. We've got some Judiths. Honestly, I could even see splitting Rune Raider with Judith, because Judith is just such a good aggressive card. So this is like an honorary pirate here. Judith into like threat into Judith into Direfleet Neckbreaker seems very good. Do you think you'll be fine to cut Arclight Phoenixes from Memekin to save $100? I think the deck's a lot worse without that card, especially against the interactive decks. So this deck's got good curves going on. Carnival Carnage is another card that I want to try out because these split cards seem like they have a lot of power behind them. This provides a little bit of reach while also being flexible against control decks. For the sake of drawing Judy, let's put a third copy in just so I can draw them. We'll split these 50-50. Let's dive in. Rune Raider plus the split card does equal 5 life lost. You are correct. I would recommend being luckier and not flipping your 5-drop to your Rune Raider. Yeah, we're supposed to get like 6 inches or more dumped on us tomorrow. I would love to play first. That's a good start. Not having a second land is not. This hand's great. Sign me up. Perfect. Perfect. Get my Daring Buccaneer. Show them the rigging runner. This deck not needing an effect like Light Up the Stage. I've been impressed with Outpost Siege style effects. Well, we're playing Rune Raider as a way to generate additional card advantage, Python. So like, there's only so much room for cards that draw cards in your aggro deck. Oh no! Oh no! Why are there so many cards that kill all my creatures, chat? Why are there so many cards that kill all my creatures? Yeah, hopefully, I mean, like, this is a nice hand to look at. Maybe they'll never play a third land. Lord knows we can't win if they ever play a third land. That's the plan, and we're sticking to it, chat. Playing my card out. If they miss for even 1 turn here, we might be okay. Survey says. All right. Well, you know, it's just how it goes. It's just how it goes. Here we go. Here we go again. Let's not mock important movements with stuff like that. Thanks. All right, let's board in a couple Duresses and, you know, hope to not get got by sometime. Listen, sometimes you got to show up. Sometimes you show up for work and you realize that they've got your number, and that's okay. That's okay. Where was the 4 sweeper deck when we were playing the control deck full of planeswalkers? Is the real question. The opponent probably doesn't board much. Inspired me to add one. I don't believe there's Mardu control to queue. We've got a Mardu mid-range deck that's coming up later today, but it's got more creatures in it, less sweepers. Reveal a pirate, show you Fathom Fleet Captain. So Fathom Fleet Captain at least makes it endless. So this is actually a pretty good start against a sweeper deck, because if they don't kill either of these with spot removal, I get to sit here and make another 2/2 every turn without committing any more cards to the table. So I am basically not casting any more creatures from my hand until they kill the Fathom Fleet Captain. So our mana every turn is being spent on Fathom Fleet Captain. And this is good. If they're scrying here, that implies they're not casting a sweeper this turn, right? So, like, do they have a piece of spot removal? Doesn't look like it. So, we would like to draw a third land here, but we are doing stuff while we're not. So, like, all right, you're dead on board. You know. You get Kaya's Wrath here. Yep. It's a little bit late. Stride top. That's terrifying. So I assume both of our things are dying again here. That land doesn't cast Kaya's Wrath. So to see what we get to play in this new set. What's going on, Comics? Thank you for the 3 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Alright, so they're at 6. Rune Reader gets to draw a card here most likely. They have 6 power in play. I feel like they don't have a sweeper, because if they had a sweeper, they would have cleaned up last turn, potentially. Although, maybe they were being conservative, just, like, not wanting to sweep on 2 creatures. Nice grind bottom there. That bodes well for us. I incorrectly assumed here that because they had the 2 other sweepers in their deck, that they might not have Settle the Wreckage as well. That's fine. This is going to draw another card. We get to play Direfleet Poisoner here. OP's deck kills them and lets Angrath sort them out. God bless. Can we switch Dieter Forers for Light Up the Stage? Yeah, JDemp Wolf, can you respond to the email that I sent you telling you the deck was okay? Saying, I want to change out the deck list with a new deck list link. In the future, if you send me a deck list with a deck list link with an account that you've made, so like if you make an account on MTG Goldfish, you can then edit the deck you submitted, and before I go to play the deck, I'll just grab the latest version from you. Excellent standard? It depends. I don't know what you mean by excellent standard. This Kitesail Freebooter card's really bad. Alright, maybe we'll play against someone that's not mono removal spells here. Details and how to submit a deck to be played for my stream can be found here. How are we doing, folks? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. In the words of the greatest poet of our generation, sometimes you just gotta shake it off and move along to the next one. That's just how it goes. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I stream full-time here on Twitch. I'm here playing Magic 30, 40, 50 hours a week. We play standard best of 3 on Magic Arena, usually somewhere between 5 and 7 days a week on this channel, usually about this time. If you find yourself enjoying my content, please consider subscribing to my channel. You can pass subscribing. You can also support my stuff by checking out some of my very wonderful sponsors here. The NRG Championship Series is a $5,000 cash tournament series that happens every single month in the Midwestern United States. If you can't make it out to play in their tournaments, you can catch them streaming live at twitch.tv/NRG series as well. Neo provides wonderful candy-flavored protein bars. Using code Hoagland at bit.ly/HugoBar, you can save 10% on all of your wonderful candy-flavored protein bars there with them. BCWSupplies.com does sleeves, deck boxes, binders, and all sorts of their fantastic stuff to help you protect your physical Magic the Gathering cards. Using code Jeff10 at checkout, you can save 10% on all your purchases there with them. And of course, I'd like to welcome everyone out there to Hoaglandia. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now. Thanks for dropping in my little corner of the internet here. You're heading on into our next match with Red Black Pirates. Hope we're going to play against someone that has a little bit less than, you know, probably 12 sweepers in their deck this time through. What's going on, Cinnabar? Credit card, best magic card. Are there any ramp decks in the queue? I have no idea. You can always find what's coming up in the deck queue here on my website. There's a lot of decks in there, so I kind of lose track of what's where. We go first. YOLO. I think there's a decent Grixis Pirates deck, maybe. Okay, playing against Memekin. Wow. Okay. We're gonna get outbeamed. Yeah, not having a land here probably means we're gonna be too slow. We'll see. And honestly, so someone's asking about Grixis Pirates. Like, the biggest upside to being Grixis is the payoff in Admiral Beckett Brass, I believe is its name. And we have Judith and we have Direfleet Neckbreaker in just black-red. So, like, again, when you make changes to decks, you want to be asking yourself, what problem are you solving through making this change? And I really don't think adding Admiral Beckett Brass solves the problem that we have. This Electrostatic feels really good. Just like basically been a removal spell for them here. I think I kill this, right? Yeah, I'm gonna go Carnival. It's a Carnival. We'll go 1-1 and then we'll play the Fanatical Firebrand and finish this off. Yeah, I agree. Every change you make to a deck costs you percentage points in other places. So nothing is free. Every small change you make hurts other things. I assume we're gonna die from 16 here if they untap with this gutter snipe. I think the decks are kind of different, Comics Chris. I think this search that like one thing has to be strictly better or worse than another is something Magic players do too often. Like, I think this deck can be reasonable and Blue-Black Pirates can also be reasonable. Is Human better for that? It just actually doesn't matter. It's our third land. It doesn't really make a difference. Well, you definitely don't want to block Rigging Runner, because it has first strike. You definitely want to block my other creatures. Not Rigging Runner. Oh, I guess maybe they didn't want to trigger Judith. I guess that's fair. Maybe they didn't want to trigger Judy. All right, hopefully this can keep us alive. And I think that might have been calculated. And that gives us a pretty good chance to win next turn. Yeah. Pretty fortunate. We stumbled based on the hand we kept, but like, I kept my hand knowing we could stumble, like, because it had a bunch of meaningful cards in it, right? Carnival's pretty bad here. Lava Coil is pretty great. They have some things that this kills, but not many, so I think I'm just swapping Carnival for Lava Coil here. I don't think Duress is very good, but I think Kitesail is probably worth keeping in. Like, while their deck does have a number of instant sorceries in it, they often get their hand pretty empty. Yeah. I think what this deck is doing is probably pretty powerful. Like, it's hard to go... And, like, we talked about how it's hard to get, like, mid-range and control decks right early in the season. This deck, on the other hand, just a smash-them-down aggro deck, this is the style of deck that's easy to get right because you're just trying to tune for efficiency and the most damage output as quick as possible. Sure. So if we were a professional there, we would have drawn a 1-mana red spell, but I think this is keepable. Especially on the draw, the Lava Coil to kill Electrostatic Field here is really good. So do I think I'm actually going to Kitesail Freebooter here. Hey, what's going on, F-Weasel? Things are going well for you. I plan to be here all day. So I'm gonna take their shock. Wow. Chain Whirler is really good here. And then the reason why I didn't Lava Coil this turn is because putting a creature into play that attacks this turn means that next turn I can attack, play Lava Coil, and play Rigging Runner with the raid trigger. So this sets me up to have a double spell turn next turn, whereas if I played Lava Coil this turn, I wouldn't be able to do that. And obviously they drew the thing that makes me sad, but like, I think what I did was correct. When I started playing MTG, I played exclusively aggro and just drew sample hands that couldn't consistently kill them on turn 4 without interaction. Yeah, that's a good way to do it, right? Like, aggro decks are the style of decks that you can goldfish, we refer to that as, which means you just play with yourself, basically, to get a feel for how the deck works. So this Lava Coil here is actually going to be reserved for this Dorko, because it's got First Strike, which is annoying. We did get a new Chain Whirler animation. So it says Death Touch, so they're not blocking. Play Rigging Runner, play Blood Crypt. You know, it's really interesting whenever I hear players complain about control decks and they talk about, like, you know, oh, it's so boring, they have all these counter spells. I wonder what the Venn diagram of overlap is between players who complain about control being boring and players who complain about aggro not giving them any decisions. Because, like, can we just, like, pick one? Because, like, there's probably a lot of overlap between those two groups. They didn't activate my trap card, chat. I think getting the runner down there is better than playing another poisoner. Midrange is the one true god, basically. There's a good chance we're dead here on the back of this electrostatic field, along with the small mistake here on the opponent's part. They played the Lava Coil from their hand as opposed to Lava Coil from exile. We might see them play this one as well this turn. But, like, if they would have played this one, they could have played Steamkin this turn, which would probably be a little bit better for them. Aggro is Rage and control is boring. Combo is solitaire. Yeah, exactly. We need to, like, rip a Lava Coil here, and even if we draw that, we're probably dead. Yeah. Take the next game on the play. Tempo is confusing. Magic is all RNG. In fact, we get to play Fiery Cannonade, which is sweet. You know, I'm actually gonna cut these Rune Raiders. I think I misassessed it. Maybe Duress is fine. I also just, like, really don't want to be hurting myself with this card against an aggro deck. I'm just gonna bring in one Fight with Fire to his extra removal spell. I shuffle up my cards, spread about it, ask my opponent if I win. Yikes! Yikes! Alrighty. Alrighty. That's a big yikes. I thought we were done with this whole Temple of Tilt thing. I thought my lands were supposed to be coming into play untapped these days. Little did we know. Steady as she goes. Do 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 do. That's a lot of removal spells. So I'm taking the shock here with the Kitesail Freebooter because this way, if they want to get their shock back, they have to spend a lightning strike on my 1/2. We're probably dead here with the tap land into the stumble. Probably dead with the tap land into the stumble. This teamkin we don't have a removal spell for currently, and it's very aptly named it's going to run away with the game. Yep. Alright, let's try again. Third time's the charm, right? Time Walk TV with the brand new tier 1 sub. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. Welcome. You're wondering if we want another land. I think there's 20. Are there 23 lands in this deck or only 22? It's only 22. Yeah, maybe I do want another land. Do I really? Let's go up a land. All right, and look, we have a different artwork. So when we draw the little white line swamp, we know it's the 23rd land that we wouldn't have had previously. So that way we could be incredibly results based and know when adding the land actually mattered. Who's excited? I'm excited. Time Walk TV, doling out the sub gifties. Thank you very much for the support. I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. God, we added a land chat. Look how flooded we are. God, does this shuffler ever do anything right? So ridiculous. It's really good. Perfect. Never remember, chat, you didn't have to mulligan. You got to mulligan. Mulliganing is a privilege. It's not a punishment. That last land, look at that. Yeah, there's the swamp. We wouldn't have a third land in this hand if I didn't have this swamp. Do they ever do a GP style event for MTGA? Do you think they'll keep it open? I have no idea, Python. It's one of those asking me to predict the future type things I just have no clue on. I haven't, let me turn my sound up, but I haven't heard any audio issues. So, I have a decision to make here. Do I want to play Rune Raider and draw a card, or do I want to make a token with Fathom Fleet Captain and play Rigging Runner? I think it's token into Runner. That puts 8 power in play, right? I mean, they're both kind of card advantage, right? Like, paying 2 for a 2/2 is card advantage in this deck. Like, our average card's a 2/2 for 2. Yeah, definitely Time Walk TV. If you could, I have a deck submission form on my website here. If you could submit it through there, you could definitely put those gifted subs towards it. Just leave in the comment that what your Twitch name was and that you gifted the subs. And I'll probably have you DM me to confirm what deck you submitted, just so other people can't say, hey, I did this. So I declined making a token there because I would like to lightning them. One Love with the brand new Prime support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now. Thanks for supporting mine. They put a card on the bottom. That gives me hope. Maybe they don't have Ritual of Soot, or maybe they still need to draw the land. After completing daily quests, you can get more gold. Actually, do the events give you more gold? You playing in events gives you prizes. No, I wanted to see what they discarded. All right, we found the control deck that didn't do anything and died. Maybe we can have that happen again. They did discard a rail. Trim those and bring in 2 Duresses. I feel like our control matchup's kind of okay with this deck, except when they're like mono sweeper control, then we're probably dead. Yeah, stands really good. We are gonna need to put an Unclaimed Territory on human for Judith, but that's fine. Judy's important. We don't mind giving her her own territory to claim. Trimming a land on the draw. Yeah, that could be greedy and good. Did I miss one? Actually want to do a build around. Can I DM you? You can just DM me, Time Walk. Build around is fine through a DM, since you already donated subs. So we're gonna do Pirate for this one. I have Dire Fleet Captain here. My sequencing here is technically loose. It's optimal to play my things post-combat. I should attack before showing them my 2-mana spell. Yeah, that's a good decision, Nivik. I concur with that. So this is going on human. I think I'm playing Rune Raider this turn rather than Judy because I want to draw a card to try and hit my 4th land next turn. So I can, like, play the Neckbreaker. I mean, playing your spells first does give you auto pass value. We are not on the front page. We'll be on the front page again on Monday. Yeah, the numbers have been insane. Yesterday was my largest stream, my largest non-front page stream ever. People are hype, and rightfully so, for the new set. It's really sweet. So we can play Judy here. We can attack for 3. We can play Rigging Runner post-combat. Are the viewer numbers translating to subs too? It's hard to tell. So I'm still building my sub count back up from the, like, 2 weekends I took off in December. Which of the new mechanics are my favorite so far? Definitely Riot. I like the way that Riot gives a lot of decisions to an archetype that often didn't have a lot of decisions, historically speaking. Let's break some necks here, shall we? Oh my gosh, I tapped my lands wrong. I can't play Daring Buccaneer. Wait, this is human. Whew, we're okay. It was this Daring Buccaneer can use Judy's territory. That's good. I was worried that Judy wasn't gonna share, but it's fine. Judy is okay sharing with other humans. Whew. Was it really? I guess that makes sense because people are coming to Magic or looking for Magic folks. I didn't compare that. That's an interesting metric to compare Kuns for sure. Read. We get to 3 them here, but like we're pretty far behind, right? Because they're still at 11, and they only have 1 card in hand, but like they have the Treasure Cove with Thieves, which is a big deal. Brutal. This is kind of a 2-for-1 in the way, because like they spent this Erasure plus they spent a treasure, which eventually turns into a card. But you could also probably argue that like it's a worthwhile 2-for-1 for them because they're not going to be able to answer that card, have that card be wild. Chat asks, so I'd like to reload pod into the queue if possible. Definitely right, Cat. We'll see how the Sultai build goes. We might try a different color combination. I just wanted to start with Sultai. We've not, Larinax. We're gonna play it. It's the last deck today. I'm gonna play this for just getting 1 extra point of damage here. This gives an attacking pirate +1/+1. Trigger. No, I'm planning to do another long stream. I don't know that I'm gonna do 11 hours like I did yesterday, but I'm planning to do 8 to 10 for sure. I thought about Rix. That card's interesting. That's the one that draws 3 when it has Spectacle, right? I think that's potentially a very interesting card. How much to get you to play Twin in Modern if they unban it? $25, just like everything else. Yeah, the camera has an autofocus, and because I'm bouncy and move around because I can't sit still, it has trouble occasionally keeping up with me. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. Trigger. You have a removal spell. Feels like a removal spell. Alright, that's Contempt on a Kitesail Freebooter instead of a more important target, so that's kind of a win for me. We're technically ahead at the moment, although my opponent's control deck definitely has better top decks than my deck full of 1 mana red creatures. Hold on, folks, I'm gonna do it again. Thoughts on Midnight Reaper and the side for sweeper matchups? That's actually a really interesting idea. I felt like I didn't have a lot of cards to board in here against the control deck, and Midnight Reaper sounds great. I'm gonna try that after this game. We are very identical. Lost flipping. Lefty with the brand new tier 1 sub. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Thanks for keeping me employed here. I think I am happy with what we did. It's fine. We get to be able to play this game. Hopefully run them down. I'd like to second what Tumos just said in chat there, which is that the suggestion of Midnight Reaper was fantastic and exactly what I'm looking for in card suggestions, because it said, hey Jeff, it looks like this deck has a problem with sweepers, and the addition of Midnight Reaper could solve this problem for us. Is it worth trying? That is exactly how you want to approach deck building in Magic. You want to look at your deck and go, oh, my deck feels like it has this problem, and this card seems like it could address this problem for me. Just truly, truly fantastical. It's exactly what I'm looking for in terms of suggestions. Click on my name there, Time Walk TV. Remember when we added a 23rd land? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Wow, that's really strange. It seems weird that you'd kill Fathom Fleet Captain instead of killing my Kitesail Freebooter and getting your Golden Demise back. That seems really weird to me. I'll take it, but it seems weird. Oh, less weird. Got it. All right, so we're dead. Everything makes sense now. Hey, thanks for the bits, Killjoy. I appreciate it. So far this deck's been underwhelming, which is sad. I had high hopes. The Carnival Carnages have been kind of mediocre. What if we try the Light Up the Stage? This card was really impressive in the other deck that we played. Let's try a couple copies of these. Let's give this a go. See if that's a way to, like, keep some velocity going. I'll play one or two more. The matches with the aggro deck are quick at least. We get to get in a lot of them, which is nice. Keep in mind, if you get timed out after making a card suggestion, it's probably because you didn't follow the stream rules for making intelligent and constructive card suggestions. So please be sure to check those out. You can find them listed. You clicked past them before you typed in the channel for the first time. Ty Wind, thank you for the brand new Prime Support. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for keeping me employed here. Bant Flash is issued with Divs every day, and you added Plummet to the sideboard. What about Transmogrifying Wand? No, don't play bad cards. Basically, don't get cute. Just play good cards in your deck. Now, I think I'm pretty likely to draw a Black Source. Like, bottoming the land there is pretty important. Like, this hand needs to draw spells to win the game. Yeah, just like, super happy that I bottomed there. I don't think I want to trade this here. I think I need this. And it's worth noting, we haven't drawn the 23rd Swamp. We added that White Strand Swamp, and we haven't drawn that, so... Hopefully Rune Raider can generate a little bit of card advantage for us here and pull us through this touch of flood. Maybe I should have offered the trade on Rune Raider, because Swiftblade Vindicator gets pretty scary pretty fast with 1/1 counters on it. They're attacking for 8 here. No blocks. Run the ignore a Johnny plan. Yeah, Midnight Reaper is a card that's good against control decks for creature decks, because control decks tend to beat creature decks by having lots of sweeper style effects. And that Midnight Reaper lets your gas back up, exactly like you said there. So, if you're new, you're picking up Magic pretty well. I think I'm going to hold on to Direfleet Poisoner as a surprise. Sounds good, Vengeance. I am going to be doing a long stream again today, so if you submit decks during today's stream, I'm probably not going to be responding to you for like another 8 hours or so. Oh, Rune Raider. Is White-Black Vampires one of the best decks in the game? We don't know what the best decks are right now, because the new set just released. It occurs to me that if I had got off my butt and subscribed when I started watching your channel, I could have a sword by now. What's going on, Wolfie? Thanks for the 2 months. I appreciate it. Welcome back.
You are capable of more than you assume.
Am I dead? I think I'm dead to that. I'm actually not dead, right? So if I put this here, and I put both of these here, I'm taking 1 and 5, which is 6. But I don't have them dead on the backswing, so ultimately dead. If you go to my website, under the videos drop down, there is a favorite section. Every single day that I stream, I highlight the deck that I enjoyed the most from that stream. So if you don't have time to watch all of my content, looking at the favorite section on my website is a great way to catch up. Yeah, we're just very dead. Yeah, I think I'm kind of off this one. This is, yeah, I don't know what changed. It could have just been that we got a little bit fortunate in the matches that we played the last time we played this before rotation, or before the new set, but it just felt really kind of clunky and awkward today. The control decks kind of picked us apart. That was a mid-range deck we just played against, and mid-range aggressive deck that we just played against that kind of gave us the business. So let's roll along. A lot of sweet decks to get to. I don't want to spend a lot of time on things that feel like there's not a lot there. I do think that there's certainly a good Judith deck in this format somewhere though. So I think I definitely want to keep looking for that.